On and off the field with Durf and Dylan on the RTF Sports Network. And if you're looking for the best NFL podcast that gives you the on-the-field news as well as off-the-field issues, then make sure to catch On and Off the Field on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're looking for more information about the show, head on over to onandoffthefield.com.
Hey there, everybody. It's Scott here.
And his buddy Mike.
No, he's terrible. But we make up the duo that you guys might know as the Verbal Shenanigans Podcast.
We're a weekly podcast that does radio-style interviews with some really interesting guests.
For instance, we've had amazing sports stars like Trent Dilfer, Lenny Dykstra, Dave Andrechuk, and Butterbean, to name a few.
Now, we've also done things outside of sports, such as Mark Summers, Matt Pinfield, John Walsh, even William Hung.
Yes. So please catch us every week on the RTF Sports Network from 9 to 10 a.m. See you there.
Bye.
You want sports talk? We got your sports talk.
I like soccer.
You ready for your Cody Bellinger fun fact of the week?
Connor Cook can sling it.
We're Strikeout Beer, and no one takes sports more seriously than us.
Yeah, I'm a bandwagoner.
Pickle!
I am FIFA Dave.
Check out Strikeout Beer live Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Spreaker, RTFSportsNetwork.com, and catch the replay anywhere you listen to your podcasts.
At Simple Mobile, you get the no-contract advantage. Unlimited talk and text plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data for $30 a month. $30 a month on a nationwide 5G network and no contract. That's our best deal ever. Shop now at simplemobile.com. Simple Mobile. Out with the old, in with the simple.
Limited time offer ends 9/30/2020. Standard high-speed data allotment on all redemptions thereafter. Compatible 5G capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. 5G network not available in all areas. Terms at simplemobile.com.
That's a little music back.
Are we live, Red? We should be live.
We live, baby. We live. What it do, baby? Time, though. We gotta get up out of here.
Microphone check, microphone check. Hey, this is the world's most popular barbecue talk, barbershop talk, man cave conversation. However you like it or dislike it, this is the Heavyweight Champion Sports Talk Podcast. Your boys are back in the building. Self, B-Way. We also have the red-headed assassin, the man that gets it popping in the old head community, the last member of the red-headed Indian tribe, Mr. Reg in the building with us. We got music playing here.
Copyright infringement. That's copyright infringement. I thought it'd be nice over here. Nah, there's no lyrics. I thought it'd be nice over your intro, B.
Nah, man, I couldn't even focus. You messing up my focus.
If you can't focus over that, over a little bit of music, buddy, you gotta go back to school.
How you gonna teach America's youth?
Hey, man, I'm gearing up. I'm ready for it. I've been off since.
We know the youth of this.
Don't tell them, Big. Don't tell them. They won't want to beg if you know how long you've been off for.
You're right. I'm just gonna keep it quiet, man. What's going on, Ray? How you feeling, man? How you away and on vacation? I ain't gonna tell them where you're at.
Still playing the
music. The connection I got is terrible. So I'm missing some things you guys are saying, but I'm out of town, man, with the kids. We're about to hit the aquarium. I just figured I'd pop in for a little bit, help you guys out. I don't want you guys to be lost without me.
Yeah, that can definitely happen, man. F. Rudolph, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
What it do, baby? I'm up, ready to roll, man. Took a week off last week.
We did. We had a lot of birthday parties to get to last week. So let's dive right into it. Let's start with no college football in the Big Ten or Pac-12.
And an assortment of other small conferences.
A lot of teams. How about that? A lot of teams are. Nobody cares about the small conferences, which is disrespectful. It's like the ones that wasn't making no money really anyway. Nobody cared about, but the Pac-12 and Big Ten shut it down, and all of a sudden we have issues.
Well, everybody knew they were waiting for one of the majors to do it, but I texted you earlier in that week saying that when that report came out about the heart conditions for young athletes, I was like, that's all they needed.
But the Big 12, the Pac-12, they were waiting for somebody. They didn't want to play anyway.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be the first ones to opt out, but they definitely were waiting for somebody else to do it.
Yeah, as soon as Big Ten won, they went, 2 hours later?
Yeah.
And they're 3 hours behind us, so it was probably like 6 in the morning over there. As soon as it hit 8, we out of here.
California crazy, man. But I don't know. Like
California don't care about football.
They need to care about.
You won't see no one in the SEC. You won't see the SEC cancel.
Do you think? And I'm gonna do this early in the show too. So the Pac-12 and the Big Ten play in majority of their colleges are located in Democratic-run states, and you have the Southern SEC and the Georgia, Florida for the ACC, and down the coast, North Carolina, Virginia, mostly Republican-controlled states, and they're refusing to cancel. And we all know the coronavirus has been basically turned into a political.
This is where you want to go. This where you are taking it.
I usually don't take it there, but it does. Look what conferences canceled, what conferences didn't cancel.
I mean, yeah, that's the reason why the SEC probably will not cancel. I mean, it's a lot of red states down there, and they let her football. They let her old ball.
Man, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, they love their football too.
And Ohio State.
Not like down there. You go out to Texas, boy, a different football down there.
Well, it's kind of like there's no leadership. Like same thing here in Pennsylvania. That looks like we're doing with the high school sports. Everybody's scared to make a decision, but make the decision so we can prepare accordingly. So like the Big Ten said they're going to cancel, but did they think about guys that are graduating or freshmen that are scheduled to come in January or like?
Well, they already made rules for that for next year. Well, there's submitting suggestions about them not being eligible to play in the spring league.
Yeah, so the guys coming in January is not going to be able to play.
Yeah.
The seniors, still affects scholarships. So scholarship are you going to just waive scholarship counts? Because now you're going to have more people on scholarship than you're normally accounted for. So I don't know what, they just made this decision and had no real plan for it, which was like, if you're going to make a decision, come with a plan too. They didn't do that.
You wanted to repeal and replace.
I wanted you to lay down a specific amount of rules so we can know what's going on when you guys are canceling.
I think it came down to basically one main reason, and the players from the Pac-12 formed that big coalition asking for certain rights and benefits if they were going to play in this pandemic, and then the Big Ten had a couple hundred players forming their coalition saying they wanted the same thing. And it came down to, if these kids are truly amateurs and it's amateurism, can you risk their health if they're truly amateurs? If you're going to treat them like professionals, because the NFL is going to play, then you got to start giving them some professional benefits. So players are saying, all right, we're going to play this season. You're going to force us to play, but if I get coronavirus and have long-term effects, are you going to pay my health care? No, we don't want to pay that. Are you going to guarantee this? Are you going to guarantee that? So it comes down to, all right, sacrifice 1 year to keep this lie going? That these kids are amateurs?
Well, that's the question. Like, what do you – like, Red, did your players – was your players upset about this season being canceled? Or, like, was it a big issue?
Repeat your question, B.
Was your players mad about you guys canceling a football season?
Yeah, absolutely. We had some guys Actually, it was weird. We had a meeting the other day, a Zoom call with all the kids, and some had some real concern about us canceling and what that meant for their last year. We had some other kids that, they understood it. It is what it is. But doesn't care about sports, but that's not their number one goal. So that, I kind of thought going into the season we were going to cancel. I don't think it mattered who canceled. I don't think it mattered if Millersville, F&M didn't cancel. We were canceled regardless, I believe, even though we were the last ones to do so. I just believe that we just don't care as much as other schools do about sports there.
Also saying, go ahead, Brian.
But our kids, as far as the football players go, it sucks because a lot of the minority kids we get there play sports. And, that could hurt the school as far as getting that same kind of kid in that we look forward to getting in sometimes. So kind of see where that goes.
They were saying some of the schools, like, because UConn canceled right away, even before the conference canceled, then the Big East canceled. But they were saying that the reason they canceled wasn't because they didn't want to play football. It's because they can't afford the kind of testing you're going to need because they're not one of those schools bringing in that kind of revenue.
Yeah, and we didn't have a plan in place to even do any testing. It was going to be, show up with your mask and your water bottle. We weren't going to be testing kids every day.
Only the major schools can afford that money that it costs for testing that you're going to need if you're going to play these kids.
If you don't want the spread, exactly. So for schools that weren't going to test like we were going to test every day, that could lead to.
Do you both still think that the SEC,
COVID.
ACC, and what is it, the Big 12?
Yeah.
Will play? Because you have situations like in Colorado State where the coach, Steve Adizio, told players that if they reported symptoms, they were going to reduce playing time. You hear about that?
Yeah. They came out and said that wasn't true.
Well, of course they would.
He has to.
Yeah, I got mixed because I know a couple of coaches on that staff, so it's because all them guys came from Temple for the most part. But I could see that happening. Like I could definitely see coaches because right now, like if you're sick, we're telling you to stay home and not do. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like there's a lot that goes into these things, man, and it's just tough.
Lincoln Riley gave his players off August 8th. They came back last night and they got 9 positive tests.
These kids are kids, man. They're going out. They're having fun. They're going to bars. They're going to parties. They're not gonna relax. Like they're not gonna quarantine. It's just not.
No, they're not. They're not even going to do anything close to quarantining. I told you multiple times, if I was 19, 20, 21, I'd be risking it all. I wouldn't think twice about it, man. I'd be at parties, turning up. I wouldn't have cared.
See, being selfish. That's being selfish, man.
19-year-olds are selfish people.
I tell our high school kids now, like, if you guys want to play football, I suggest you put your mask on when you're here at all times. I suggest you try to stay home as much as possible because if you guys come here and this thing gets reported, we're shutting down and probably the LL League is shutting down. Like, you got to understand that it's a little bit bigger than you right now. Like, no matter how much you want to go see that little girl or hang out with your little friends, you're risking a lot.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Guys risk a lot every day for the power of them. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
this guy just lost his career in Seattle.
You know what? I don't know if he lost his career. I think he gets another crack at it. But to lose the money he lost this year.
First of all, you're going in a situation where you're an undrafted rookie, and the cornerback, Kamas,
can't control these guys.
Saravan, he's trying to sneak a girl in wearing Seahawks attire. I'm telling you, kids out here. Well, not these kids. Well, he's a kid to me, but he's a grown man, 20-year-old.
You trying to dress her up like a player?
Trying to dress her up like a player.
Like no one's gonna notice it's a female walking in a Seattle jersey.
And this is like only 2 weeks off. Man, them balls is heavy, man.
But he's a kid who's been in college for 4 to 5 years. He's a non-drafted guy. Like, yo, he's been in training camp before. Like, even in college, it's hard to get women in there. You got to be able to like sacrifice. Like I said, it's bigger than you.
I know, but mess up every day, B.
This guy worked his whole life to get to the NFL. Gets to the NFL and can't last 2 weeks without bringing a girl in there. Like, come on, man. This thing is, people are hilarious, man. People do the power of, yeah.
So I'll ask both of y'all, because the SEC and the ACC, which I feel rightfully so, said that it doesn't matter, nobody's playing. It's still going to be a real championship, which they could say because the last few years it's either been Clemson or Alabama, and the Big Ten hasn't won one playoff game in a decade?
The Big Ten?
Yeah.
Ohio State just won a couple
in
years
the
ago.
playoffs. You got to win one of the four.
They made the national championship.
When?
Ohio State?
Yeah.
Recent.
It's not recent.
It was more recent than a decade.
Yeah, but it hasn't been like the last 4 or 5 years it hasn't been.
Well, I'm just saying it's more recent than a decade.
Oh, yeah, I would agree with you.
Nah, it was like 4. I think it was 4 years ago.
Was it 4 or 5? Because it's been Alabama, Clemson, LSU, and they've been getting smoked. And so has the Pac-12. They've been getting smoked in the playoff games.
Well, the Pac-12 wasn't it. They wasn't. Pac-12 not in the conversation.
But so they were saying, it's still going to be a champion. The NBA still crowns your champion with the shortened season. But then the next day, Mark Emmert came out and said there will be no championships, which is the only thing they do have control over, saying that less than 50% of the collegiate teams are playing, so there won't be any championships or playoffs.
He's right. Like, that should be you can't claim a championship when less than 50% of the people are playing. People are going to have the same argument this NBA. Like, they're going to be like, oh, this little bubble thing don't matter, or like, they're going to be complaining about that. So, if half the teams ain't playing, man, they're definitely like, this championship's not going to be. I don't care how many times Alabama or Clemson win it. Yeah, like, it's a joke. They might as well just push the whole season back to the spring.
I forget the coach's name. He's from the Big Ten. Came out with a whole plan. He just stayed up all night, he said, because he was so mad about being canceled. And he has a pretty good plan, man, from every detail you could think about. We have to go over it on another show, but he has when you would start in the spring, who could play. It's going to be like an NFL approach where they're not going to have padded practices like the NFL does to preserve players' bodies. It was a good plan, man. They would finish in March, April.
It makes sense.
And then you would have another season again in the fall.
As Mark Emmert should do, we need like a unified, like a uniform decision where it should be everybody.
He don't have the power, he said.
Only had the power.
He had that whole interview when he talked about the canceling the playoffs and stuff, saying, I have no power to tell a school if they can play football or not.
I think Ohio State's last championship was 2014.
6 years ago.
Yeah. And the Big Ten hasn't won one since.
Well.
Won a game in the Final Four.
That's because the great Big Ten conference is beating up on each other all 10 weeks. While Alabama's down there playing Kentucky. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to see a uniform decision, some leadership being shown, and everybody just seems to be scared to make a decision.
So
I really feel like we should have won NBA first. But go ahead, Samar.
So, say you have a player like Justin Fields, a quarterback that's never been on the field really, and they're saying right now they have him projected as a top 5 pick in the NFL draft next year. As an NFL team, can you take a guy like that you've never seen throw the ball off of potential
No, he started last year.
He played at the end of the season, right?
Nah, he played the whole season.
Yeah, he started the full season.
He lost to Clemson. He lost to Clemson in the first round playoffs.
Well, they have him as a top 5 pick right now.
And they should have beat Clemson. The guy ran the wrong route with the miscommunication. But
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, you got a Southern football bias.
Who?
I think
He's from Georgia.
Go ahead, Red.
I think the Cavs did it with Kyrie Irving.
Basketball is way different.
Is it different for basketball?
Way different.
Is it?
Yes.
What?
Because
going right from high school.
You actually see it a lot in basketball.
Yeah.
I think you could use, and it's going to depend on your need. If you could forego getting the quarterback next year, if I could do like a playmaker in my head with like maybe a safety or a corner or even a DN that I think I would take number one, I'd do that over a quarterback. That's a big pick.
Caleb Farley from Virginia Tech, Rashad Bateman from Minnesota, and Parsons, they left early saying they're just going to work on the draft, getting ready for the NFL.
Well, Makai could have won top 10 this year.
Yes.
Parsons would have won top 10 in the draft if he entered. Well, if he could have.
They have him at 9 right now. On the list they put out on Friday, they have him at 9.
Yeah, that dude's phenomenal. So, yeah, I think, like I said, the defensive player is a lot easier to pick than picking a quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. The quarterback will be tough for the whole year.
The quarterback position
18 months without throwing a football?
Yeah. So that's tougher to try to figure out.
They said that Justin Fields put out that petition and already got 30,000 signatures.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, he put it up like an hour ago, maybe, or something.
It's probably fans, though.
Well, I say Ohio State seats 110,000. Like it's going to be easy to get a couple thousand signatures. Well, I don't know if it's going to make any weight. Them presidents, it's more of the Big Ten presidents that were against playing. Everybody don't want the liability.
Exactly, and you don't want to pay for these players' medical bills 10 years from now. Keep the lie alive. That's what they're doing right now. They don't want to pay these players, so they got to keep the lie alive. Sacrifice for a year for the greater good.
All right, so final thing on this thing. Do you think they should play or not?
That's the $1 million question.
I think they play for my enjoyment.
If you were
Put your life on the line, man. I'm trying to watch y'all on Saturday. I ain't got nothing else to do on Saturday, too, because I used to coach Saturday. So I used to miss all the –
Please believe, 12, you can write it down.
5 games.
Write it down right now. If they cancel college football, the NFL will be moving games to Saturday. And that's guaranteed.
There's like a law or something that said, well, there's a law that says if there is college football being played, the NFL can't play on Saturdays.
But if there's not, the NFL been trying to get that 8 o'clock slot on Saturday for decades.
That's a good time slot. So if you guys are presidents, which one is your vote for? Red said you're voting for them to play.
Oh, I'm voting for them to play, yeah.
Mar.
Me? You said me or I'm the president?
If you're the president. If you're one of the presidents of the Big Ten.
The president, yeah, you probably have to cancel because, like you said, the liability. You don't want to pay the athletes. You don't want to pay the medical. You don't want to give them medical. And if I'm a president for a small school, I just can't afford the testing. If I'm at Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, if I'm a coach, player, fan, play. President, I don't want the liability.
Whew. I'm going with play. And they got to sign a waiver.
That's what they tried to do. You can't make them sign the waiver.
Then they can't play.
They weren't going to sign the waiver.
That's that simple. You want to play, you sign the waiver, we're good to go. If not, then you can't play. Hey, you won't. Your eligibility won't be punished, but it is what it is.
So Little B's at Michigan, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to play this season, but you got to sign this waiver. Said you can't get no benefits, you can't sue down the line, you can't get nothing for your health care. Are you letting them sign it?"
It's a little different. Is Little B top 10 draft pick?
No, he's going to get his education. Only 10 players out of thousands are top 10 draft picks, B.
That's what I'm saying. So if he's not a top 10,
the top 10 players are leaving. They're already gone. Parsons is gone.
The safety question the safety answer to your question would be yes. We're not signing it. But on the other side of that, you don't get these opportunities to play football in front of 110,000 people on a national scale.
You don't.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
If you're keeping your scholarship, you're still getting your education. That's what's important.
It is. That's important. But, I don't know. I'm going with, opportunities, man. You're a guy that is about experiences.
I live for the moment. I always say the most important thing in life is accumulating good stories. Accumulation of good stories.
Exactly. So,
but you're asking me. You're not asking me as a player. I'm not playing. I want to play. I told you I'd be out there risking it all right now if I was their age. But you told me I'm the president. If I'm the president, it's different. If I'm a father of a kid,
Jordan, what are you doing? What are you doing with Jordan, your son?
I'm not signing a waiver. Signing away all his rights.
We had to sign a waiver in Melville. We had to sign a waiver. Huh?
Well, my wife signed him up, so I didn't know about no waiver.
Yeah, it's not a waiver.
Well, we're signing waivers, risking nothing.
and that's Little League, yeah. You know what I mean? So,
there's nothing.
Yeah, but you also know that at his age, he's a lot less risky than 20-year-olds.
I told my son he wasn't playing all the way up until it was time to go to practice on Monday.
and then you just
I gave into it. I just gave into it.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Youth sports are going that's the funny part about all these schools and stuff, because youth sports are still happening. AAU basketball is still happening. All this stuff is still going on right now, and the stuff that we want to see most is nah, we're not doing it.
I think if they make me try to rep this year with a mask and an electric whistle, I think I'm sitting it out.
Well, I went to a summer league basketball tournament yesterday, and there might have been, I don't know, 250 people there. Me and my son were the only ones in masks. Refs were reffing regular.
Well, I'd ref regular probably. I would.
But there was no precautions being taken. It's a free for all out there, man. Everybody's doing what they want to do. People's tired of living these lives with precautions and everything else, man. People's trying to get to it. But I don't know. Moving forward, man.
NBA bubble.
What do you think? Well, let's get to the first part real quick. How everybody's questioning my Lakers may be in trouble right now going against these.
First of all, before you go in there, I want to give B-Way credit because he's a diehard Laker fan if you watch the show. And I'm texting him in the Nets game. Nets are playing well against Blazers, about to knock him out. And I'm like, who are you rooting for? And he's like, Blazers. Dame's must-see TV. If I was a Bulls fan, I'd have had a damn Mets jersey on if they were they had to play the Blazers in the first round. So I give you credit for rooting for the better matchup because you want to see Dame, because I would want to play them in the first round.
Man,
I was hoping they get Portland.
I was about to say,
I respect it.
Have you seen Dame play recently?
Dame is must-see television.
Why do I want to see Dame go home?
Because you're a Laker fan and you want to go to the championship.
If the Lakers were to lose to Portland and I could see Dame keep playing, I'd be like, all right, at least I get to keep watching Dame play. I'm loving watching Dame and Melo right now. These guys, and PJ's good too, but I'm cheering for Dame and Melo. Well, I'm cheering for the Lakers. Don't get that twisted. But if we had to go down, I'll be all right.
I like Nurkic. His grandma died yesterday. I felt bad for him too.
Nurkic, man, he had a rough season.
Hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well,
he said he found out his grandma died on the way to the game. They were on the bus already.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Still playing. Scored Had 20 rebounds, 20-something points.
That's terrible by the family, man. You gotta tell them after the game. You know it's game day.
Playoff game.
You do gotta tell them. You do gotta tell them after. You gotta tell them after.
That's terrible, man. But yeah, man, Dame. If the Lakers got to go out, I'm all right with it being a Dame.
I had to relocate to another part of the room because the internet's really shoddy out.
You want to see Dame too, Brandon?
Really shoddy. Yeah, man, Dame's playing some of the best ball in the NBA you ever seen right now. Like, this guy's phenomenal. So I personally wanted to see him in the playoffs. Do I want the Lakers to face him? Maybe would that be my first choice? Absolutely not. But I wanted to see him in the playoffs just because I enjoy watching him. I think LeBron ain't lost a first-round series ever. I mean, 13-0. So I think it's going to be his toughest challenge ever. I think they still win the series. It's close, 4-2. I don't think it goes all 7. I think 6.
I think Lakers probably still win just because they have no answer for Anthony Davis whatsoever. They have no answer. I don't know who they could put on him. If they play what?
Yeah, well, they're not going to have an answer
does not play
Dame.
defense. He does not play defense. They got Hassan Whiteside off the bench who can block some shots, but he don't really play defense either.
Portland don't play.
Yeah, you look at the Blazers. You look at the Blazers defense, though, they're like bottom tier in the league.
Yeah, I mean their defense is terrible.
That's why they have to. They're winning games 134 to 132. Like that's how
I was
they're
telling
winning games.
B-Way, it's a little bit of like I don't think they have an answer for AD, and if they go through AD, they're going to be hard to beat. But the Lakers were one of the lowest scoring teams in the bubble, even though they weren't playing. I wouldn't say they had to play their best basketball. But they were scoring. They were the only team averaging under 100, and then Portland's been scoring 138. So could that offense overcome the lack of scoring from the Lakers? It's going to depend on their third scorer because somebody is going to have to step up and be able to get 20 consistently. It's probably going to have to be Kuz.
The Lakers also have the 4th-ranked defense in the NBA.
That's what helps them out. But if you're shooting from the logo, does it really matter? They're big on the inside.
Yeah, he ain't shooting from the logo 20 times, though. He might pull up
I'm
one.
saying, but they're a three-point shooting team, and the Lakers are strong on the inside because they're bigger than anybody else in the NBA.
Let me get some comments here real quick. We got I guess that's Tamika. She said we didn't sign anything yet. Talking about football. Venetia, appreciate you listening. She said that talking about the basketball tournament. She said that's terrible about everybody being out there with no mask or nothing. She said glad y'all were masked up. Todd Sukanik, appreciate you listening. He said Portland in 6.
Portland in 6.
And he said Melo stepping up too. Portland's very
Who said this?
right now.
Melo ain't playing too well, though. He made big shots, but he ain't playing well.
That's a big statement, though. Portland in 6.
Melo averaging 14 points in the bubble, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was, 6 for 18? But he made the big threes in both games. So I don't –
But he's also shooting 45% from three-point line in the bubble.
Yeah, but his percentage hasn't been shooting well. But if he can be a consistent third scorer with Nurkic, maybe even the 4th scorer, but he's making big shots. He's making threes now. That does matter.
Skinny Melo's balling, man. He's a catch-and-shoot guy now. His game changed. He don't need 26 dribbles to get to the bucket. Like
he accepted the role.
Skinny Melo's balling right now.
He accepted the role for 8 games. We'll see what happens in the bubble.
You mean the playoffs?
Well, the most important thing Melo did was take the 2 steps back and turn himself into a 3-point shooter.
Well,
what you say, Brandon?
What did you say, Samar?
So the most important thing Melo did for evolving into the player he is for this team is taking 2 steps back and hitting the 3 now. Remember when he was with the Rockets, they were like, he won't shoot the 3. He keeps shooting the long 2.
Yeah.
Now he's stepping 2 steps back and he's shooting the 3. But for the Lakers and the Clippers to be that good all year and to get in the 1 and 2 seed and get the 2 toughest matchups kind of sucks. Because now the Clippers got to play the Dallas Mavericks. And that boy Luka, man.
Luka's another bad boy.
That boy Luka is special. He's put up numbers that we've never seen from anybody in the history of the NBA. And he's only 20. Triple doubles with 20 rebounds.
He's another one that's fun to watch. Like, it's just, we never saw nothing like it. And I mean, we saw LeBron. We saw,
he's doing better than LeBron did at 20. LeBron wasn't doing this at 20.
We see LeBron though, because where LeBron's at. Luka don't strike me as an athlete. When I watch him, I don't see like an overly athletic person.
He gets to where he wants to go, though.
That's why LeBron was kind of winning. LeBron was kind of winning off of his athleticism. Doncic's a little different. Like he don't have to be athletic. Then he's kind of slow. He's not real quick.
But he
does things that are so subtle.
He gets that crossover. He gets to the basket strong. He finishes. He had 34, 20, and 17 the other night.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous, man. You don't get 20 rebounds as a guard and not be strong.
He's just a crafty basketball player, man. He's just a guy who just got it. Like, he came up doing, like he said, he's been playing pro since he was like 14.
That's what I said. He's been playing with grown men since he was a kid, and he's got championship experience in the Euro League. This dude came down in a tie game in overtime, down one, and came through the legs for the dunk. You don't see stuff like that, man.
It was easy to him. Easy. I mean, let's go through some of these things. You got Jazz Nuggets. Who you got there?
Michael Porter Jr., man. One of the bubble, all bubble team guys.
Going with the Nuggets. I'm going with Donovan because he's the only one I know for a fact that was getting some skins in the bubble.
I ain't buying that. I don't believe it.
He went live, man. He accidentally went live. That wasn't the TV. If it was the TV, he was watching one of the bad channels. He's watching one of the soft.
I believe
channels.
that. I think he's in there getting them his own skins.
I don't know, man. That girl sounded like she was really close to the phone, moaning.
She did. She did. I'm a witness.
And then it looked like the next day, he looked like he was playing real loose.
That was terrible, man.
If these guys don't get some in the bubble soon, man, there's going to be some fights in the playoff.
Taekwon, right? I was going to say this. I'm glad Taekwon said it. 6'8", 220, not a guard. And he's right. He's not a guard. He's like a power forward. Doncic.
Yeah, he plays guard, though. LeBron's 6'8", 240. He's playing point guard.
LeBron plays point. As I say, they're not guards, though.
It's a different league, man.
It is.
These guys are guards now.
You got Jokic bringing the ball up at 7 foot tall.
Yeah, it's a different league,
He's not a guard.
You are. I ain't going to say you are who you guard, but they're not guarding guards, but they're playing point guard. Magic was a 6'9" guard.
Everybody says that. There's no dispute of Magic being a point guard.
So the more you go on Nuggets, I do want to take Nuggets. I like Porter a lot.
I think Nuggets get him out there early, too.
I'm going Nuggets. Donovan Mitchell is an amazing player, but I'm going Nuggets.
Yeah, but when you have Nurkic and you got Michael Porter – Jokic. And Michael Porter's playing like he's gonna be that guy.
Man, I'm going Donovan. Donovan's a dog.
I've been really disappointed in Michael before this season. Well, before the bubble, actually.
Yeah, before the bubble.
He got hurt. He never played.
The bubble. Yeah, the back injuries have been keeping him, but he looked good. He was the
number one recruit in the country.
He was.
Yeah. Yeah, and
he went to
he was the number one pick though. If he played more at Missouri.
He didn't play at all Missouri.
He played. He came back for 1 or 2 games and he left out again.
Then his brother went out there with him, with the dad.
Yeah.
Well, so we got 2 Nuggets and the Jazz. I'm taking the Jazz. You guys are both wrong there.
Brandon didn't go Nuggets. He went Jazz.
Yeah, I did go Nuggets. Don't put that on me, boy. Ricky Bobby.
He switched it.
I switched it one. I said I like Michael. I said I'm going Nuggets.
Oh, come on. You can't change up the last second.
It sounds good to go with Donovan because of what happened on his live, but that was just a heart pick. I really want to go Nuggets.
For the record, I got Nuggets getting him out of there early. Maybe a gentleman's sweep.
No.
Go ahead, B. No. Next one.
Nets Raptors.
Raptors, sweet.
Ooh. I like the way the Nets are playing. I like the way the Nets are playing right now.
They're playing hard, man.
LeVert looks good out there.
Jock Vaughn got to get a job. I'm starting a website. Give that man a job.
He may be the next. He may be the next New Orleans Pelicans coach, but we'll get there later.
We're gonna get to that. We definitely gonna
get to that.
We'll get to that one.
I'm going. You got to go to the defending champs. I don't care if they ain't got Kawhi. Toronto's
balling, man.
They can't go out in the first round.
I'm going Raptors 4-2 too. So we all got the Raptors there. I'm not saying it early though. I'm saying good 4-2.
They'll get one off a heart, but they're out of there.
Good one here. Sixers Celtics.
Sweep Celtics.
You go sweep.
Them Sixers are done, man.
4-1 Celtics.
They were out of there when they lost home court advantage. They might get swept up out of there, man. They're bad.
Ben Simmons is out for the season. Joel can't get it done by himself. Ben Simmons ain't good anyway. He might as well be out there by himself. Even if they had Ben Simmons, they still probably lose the series 4-2.
Yeah, I agree. They would have lost even with Ben. Because they don't have the home court. They need the home court. They're terrible on the road.
They're so dysfunctional, man. Like, it's so bad. Like, they're fighting on the sideline.
What happened to Tobias Harris, man? Get all that money. He ain't do nothing.
He's a bum. And then Joel talking about slapping his teammates. There's no camaraderie in that locker room, man.
The Sixers job is going to be open, too.
Some good candidates out there.
Yeah.
They're not friends.
Brandon's all messed up right now. You like Bernie Mac and yeah.
Oh man. Yeah,
Next
man.
matchup.
Yo, I'm on the beach. I'm on the beach, man. There's no internet here. It's terrible.
Oh man, we're all going Celtics there. And I would want to see the Sixers win, but I can't pick them. Mavericks Clippers.
4-2 Clip Show.
Ooh, 4-2.
You ain't sweeping them Mavs, boy. I'm telling you. The Mavs are tough.
Go ahead, Red.
I think I'm going Clippers, obviously, but 4-1.
I'm going 4-3 Clippers.
Ooh, going 7.
Ooh, making a 7.
Yeah, the Clippers. The Mavs are tough, man.
Well, we got to see what Harold we get. Harold's in the bubble. He's going to play game 1.
Yeah, and the Clippers didn't look
Harold
overly
said he's
impressive.
motivated.
He ain't played a game in a while, though.
The Clippers haven't looked that good in the bubble.
They didn't look bad. When they played together, they looked good at times. They beat the Mavericks full strength.
Paul George is good. Paul George looked good.
Portland and the Suns were the best teams in the bubble. Yes or no?
Well, the Suns won 8-0. Yeah, the Suns were undefeated.
I mean nothing. They could have an easy schedule.
Oh, I mean, no. It's still. There's no easy schedule when you're the Suns. Like you're not that good.
Portland had the best bubble run, but every team that had their spots already solidified, they sat guys for certain games, so that helped them out.
I wanted to see the Suns get in. Not gonna lie.
I wanted to see the Suns play the Blazers for that.
I wanted to see Booker.
Yeah, Devin Booker's a bad boy.
I like watching Dame, so it is what it is.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I'm taking Dame too.
Booker hitting that game winner over Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, 2 of the best defenders in the league. Whack. That was special. No hesitation either.
That whap was very close to WAP. And we want to stay away from that on this area.
I told you how I feel about WAP.
Yo,
I was disappointed with WAP.
I was driving the other day, and it came on the radio, but it came on the edited. It came on channel 46 series. That's edited. I'm like, how the heck could this possibly be?
They call it wet and gushy.
Yo, I had to turn it still. The kids in the car. It's like, yo, this is not okay. There's no reason it should ever be played on the radio.
I saw that thing trending, and I looked it up on YouTube. Like, what are they talking about? WAP. Thing had 15 million views in 10 hours. I was like, so I'm in there, on my royal throne doing my business. I'm gonna watch this video. As a father of a daughter, I was highly upset.
But the video like a little soft porn video.
That's why I said my daughter gonna probably see that on YouTube. I'm gonna be mad.
It's terrible.
There should be like some parental guidance before that.
I don't have any daughters, but man,
that should have been on BET Uncut back in the day.
Yeah, that's kind of like Tip Drill. Put that in the same box as Tip Drill. A couple of them little Kim songs.
Pete Pop it on a handstand.
Oh man, yeah. They all should be. They all need to be in that box. moving forward. Any comments, Red?
How am I going to see it on my internet? You got to be in charge of that.
Rockets, Thunder.
Rockets, Thunder. Rockets.
Westbrook's not playing early.
So I guess we were talking about the WAP thing. Venetia says, stay away from that topic. Too late. We're already on it. And then she said, understand the double standard between men and women rappers.
Oh, boy. You want to go there?
No. That'd be a whole show. Because the women that do spit and rap, respectfully, nobody gets it. They don't buy them like Rhapsody. But I digest. I digress.
I don't buy – you know what? The last female rapper album I bought, I know exactly what it was. It was Lil' Kim's album before she went to jail for the whole Lil' C thing. I don't know how long ago. That might have been 10 years ago. Female album I purchased. And it was damn near classic.
Lil' Kim has some good albums.
But I like Rhapsody.
It's very hard to listen. It's hard to listen to female rappers. I'm sorry.
Whoa. I do not stand.
My God.
That's his own comments.
Yes.
Of his own.
I'm not against women though. I say this like it's just hard. Like I
like Rhapsody a lot. I like Rhapsody.
I listen to people that I feel like I got like
I'm happy you went out there.
A woman making a Sprite can disappear in her mouth. Like,
next topic.
Oh, man. Next round, man. Next round.
We didn't pick a winner for the Thunder.
I'm taking the Rockets.
Yo, yeah, B, come on. Keep us on topic, man. B-Way, keep us on topic. We're on playoff picks right now.
The Rockets, man. I'm going Rockets.
I got to go, too, man. Let's go. I got plans with the kids. We got to go.
That's going to be a tough series, man.
I'm the only one that made his pick quick right now. It's the Rockets.
I'll go Houston.
Rockets who? Rockets who? Rockets who?
Thunder. Westbrook out. Westbrook out, too.
It's a good series.
Tough one.
Man, Chris Paul sends him home.
Whoa.
Thunder.
You know what? And you know what, Brandon? I'm going with you. I'm going with him, B.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
When the Westbrook plays game 2, I changed my mind.
No. You already pumped out your chest. You started yelling. No, you're locked in Thunder.
I have the right to change my pick, and Westbrook plays by game 2.
Westbrook's not going to be out the whole series. This is playoff basketball.
They're going every other day.
So what? It's playoff basketball. Oh, you guys are crazy. With or without Westbrook, Harden send them boys home.
You're out your mind. If Harden ain't got Westbrook, it's night time. Thunder. 4-3 Thunder.
Hey.
It's personal with them guys, man. You already know what it is.
All right, go to the next one. Pacers Heat. That's going to be a good one.
Ooh. That is going to be a good one.
Miami Heat sends them home 4-1. It ain't a series. Close games. Close games.
Gentlemen,
Miami 4-1.
I'm gonna go Miami. It ain't gonna be 4-1 though.
I got Miami 4-2.
I think Miami might be the best team in the East.
I think the Raptors are Bucks are the best team, I think.
Well, I always send the Bucks out of that because they can lose to anybody. But they're good.
Man, East is bad basketball. It was bad when LeBron was in it, then LeBron leaves.
No, that shows you how good LeBron was.
What?
The East is better. The East is better than it was when LeBron was there. Everybody tells you.
No, it's more competitive because LeBron was running away with it every year. That's what I mean. You guys say, oh, it's better now LeBron left. No, it's not better.
I thought it's
LeBron
worse.
made it so somebody else in the East could go to the finals.
I would say LeBron was he was the leader of the East. That's undebatable. But there's better teams now in the East. More teams are good.
LeBron's still on the Cavaliers. We're still saying they're the favorite to go.
Well, it depends who he's taking with him.
Even with the Bucks being the Bucks.
I don't know. Bucks are pretty impressive.
The East is worse without LeBron. What are you guys talking about?
Nobody thinks that. I've never heard that from nobody.
I didn't say they were better, B-Way. I'm saying it's more competitive now.
There's more. The teams are better than they were. What depends? Are you talking about LeBron, his last run or his first one with the class? His first one, that's the worst East you ever saw.
The last run. I'm talking about
the Pistons in the East then.
No, after the Pistons run.
And
you said after his first run with the Cavs.
His first one when he was playing like the Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they beat him. And then
they had Dwight Howard.
Their team wasn't great.
They had Dwight Howard, the future Hall of Famer, ain't he? No?
That team is not better than this Bucks team now.
That Orlando team would beat the Bucks.
No, they would not. No, they would not. That Orlando team that was beating LeBron was not that great, man.
All I'm saying is you're talking about the Bucks and the Celtics right now. And that's it.
Toronto.
And Miami.
Toronto's good.
Toronto is no threat. The Bucks
Toronto's good, man.
The Bucks are the only team.
Gee, man, talking about.
The Bucks are the only team that has a shot at winning anything in the finals.
I would agree, but that don't mean Toronto ain't good.
Yes, it does.
There's only a handful of teams that can win the finals, B. 3 or 4 every year, sometimes 2.
There's 4 teams in the West that can beat the Bucks in the finals.
There was only 2 teams the last 5 years that could have won the finals, and really it was only Golden State in Cleveland.
There's 4 teams right now in the West that can beat the Bucks in the finals.
No, I think the Clippers, maybe the Lakers. Then who else? Nobody.
The Lakers.
Rockets.
The Blazers could beat the Bucks.
No, they could not.
He said our 8 seed can beat the Bucks.
The Blazers are not your typical 8 seed. They're not the 8 seed any other time.
The Blazers could not beat the Bucks in 7 games. I think the Mavericks Mavericks are tough, but they probably wouldn't beat them either. And the Bucks beat all of them.
Not the 7-game series, but
but saying the evidence we already have says the Bucks already beat all those teams.
The Mavs was going to be my 4th team that I was going to say.
The Bucks have beat them all already.
Yeah, in a game. I'm not saying that the West will sweep them. I'm saying the West would win in a 7-game series.
I disagree.
The top 4 West teams will beat the Bucks.
You don't win the amount of games the Bucks won, and you just say they're not good. Like they're winning 60 games, man.
And the top, maybe all 8, will beat the Celtics or the Raptors in the West.
With Kemba Walker healthy, the Celtics are tough. They were tough all year.
Yeah, they can lose 4-2, maybe even 4-3.
But they wouldn't win the finals. No, they couldn't beat the Clippers. No.
That's what I'm saying. The top 8 teams in the West can beat the second down in the East.
No.
In a 7-game series.
The NBA is always 2 teams, only 2 or 3 teams that can win it. That's just how it always is.
And one of those teams are in the East, is all I'm saying. That's how the West is
there was only one team in the East even had a chance to win the finals when LeBron was there, and he got swept through in a gentleman's sweep. He got swept twice and then got 4-1.
What's LeBron you're talking about, though? Like, when you had LeBron in there,
I'm saying the East wasn't much better. There was nobody in the East could beat the West team either.
But that's why I'm saying the East is worse now. Like, it's worse than LeBron.
It's better because the Bucks couldn't win. Even LeBron couldn't have won some of those series. Well, he didn't. He got swept. So nobody in the East could win.
He went from picking Pacers.
Oh, yeah. All right, you're right. You're right.
I was going to let y'all go because I think it's a good argument, but I think you're going really far now.
Yeah, let's go to the next matchup.
All right, who's next?
You want Pacers Heat. Who's next?
We already did Boston. Bucks in Orlando. That's a sweep.
Yeah, that's Bucks easy.
Toronto Nets.
Orlando gets 1. 4-1 Orlando Bucks.
No, Bucks are sweeping them. I'm going with, and then the last one was the Lakers. The Lakers.
Trailblazers.
Yeah.
So Mark wants to go Trailblazers so bad.
I do. I'm about to go with Barkley
see in his eyes.
Barkley and Greg Anthony went with the Blazers.
Barkley, that's a typical pick by Barkley. I would expect him to go with the Blazers.
Greg Anthony went Blazers in 6. I don't think they have an answer for AD. I just don't. If the Lakers play through Anthony Davis, they will be hard to beat. And I think Anthony Davis
by them, though.
Anthony Davis will shut down Nurkic, I think. Jerkic.
However, another Jerkic name. Jerkic, Nurkic, Jovic, whoever.
Who wins?
L.A.
What you got? What's how many games?
4-2 LA.
I'm going 4-2 also, LA.
Yeah, I'm leaning 4-2.
LA?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's hard.
We'll go 7 with it. I'll take a 7. I'll go 4-3.
Now.
But I'll be rooting for Dame time. Just so y'all know, I will be rooting. But I don't think they have an answer for Anthony Davis. But I will say this. If we do not get a better LeBron than we had in the bubble, 18-point LeBron will not beat the Blazers. That's not happening. He's going to have to be scoring 25 to 30. He will have to.
Well, I think
18-7-7 is not going to get it done.
LeBron will have a better showing now that we're allowed to have some family members in the bubble.
He has to. He's got to play better. He's got to play better.
So what do you guys think about the bubble opening up, letting females in?
I don't like it.
When these teams get up out of here, they're going to have to bring some – they will have some room to bring some biddies in.
I said family members, man. You said biddies.
They don't need no women in the bubble.
They need
something going to happen.
They're going to be
as soon as you bring the families in, something's going to happen.
I don't know if you could, would you want – are they staying in the same room? I don't want – would you want –
They got to quarantine first in another hotel before they join their family. Before they join their whoever.
These guys don't sleep in the same room as their babies or whoever else. Your kids.
I wouldn't want that part.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot going on there. Once you get to the finals and the full-fledged family can come in, you gotta give them more than one room. They probably will. It's the NBA. But
so per memo for the NBA,
read it.
You can have one. Any individual player can have one guest, but cannot be a player that she has not previously met in person. It means no Instagram models, no IG hosts, and has limited or not anybody had limited in-person contact with, no social media, and not that they met through social media or intermediary. And you can have one ticket per game for the playoffs, and a child that is under 32 inches, whatever that means.
So who is –
What are they riding? What are they riding?
So who's policing this?
How can you even police it? If I tell you I know this woman, you got to take me at my word.
That's what I'm saying. If I want to call little –
That's not true.
I want to call –
They're going to be like, how you meet them? How they going to know? Look, man, Silva, you know what I'm talking about, bro. My balls heavy.
Most of these basketball girlfriends, if you've seen any of them, they all look like Instagram models.
I'm not saying what they look like. I'm just saying the NBA basically said you can't have no IG models coming through. No people you met through social media are going to be permitted inside the bubble.
You think these guys ain't calling Sexy Nana 825 off of IG to come quarantine and stay in the bubble with them for the next month or two?
That's the thing. Who do you want to stay with that long? Because a lot of people, 21-year-old NBA players, don't want to be holed up with nobody for 30, 40 days.
You got to make sacrifices.
It's good for guys like LeBron that has a family, settled family, or guys that are older in the league that have families, that have kids. But for these young players,
we ain't talking about them.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Is going to be who. This is one of the biggest decisions they're going to make in the bubble is who they're going to bring to the bubble. These single guys.
Well, that's a big thing because I think
you only get one in. If they leave, you got to throw them out. You're not getting nobody else in.
I think Kyle Kuzma's been playing well because he can just focus on basketball right now. He don't got no distractions from the outside.
They call that the J.R. Smith rule.
Yeah. Well,
when he started playing well in Cleveland, he was bad in New York. He said, I couldn't do nothing but work on my game. There ain't no clubs in Cleveland. There ain't nothing to do.
Now Kuzma going to bring some little hottie in there, some little thottie.
Damn.
And
chill. Kuzma got a girlfriend.
All right. Well, I was just using Kuzma as an example.
Kuzma's girlfriend, that model with the skin issue.
What?
Kuzma's girlfriend. I forget her name. She's black chick.
Girlfriends. This is way off topic. but I had to get it off my chest because it's been bothering me. So B-Way picked Kelsey over.
Are you sick of listening to podcasts where all you get is the same old guy whining, complaining, talking about his fantasy team and his favorite team? Well, I got a solution for you. This is Green Bay Greg from the Green Bay Greg Show, found on the RTF Network, Wednesdays, 2 p.m., 1 p.m. Central, Wednesday afternoon. So here's the thing. Eat lunch, slack off, take the rest of the day off. Green Bay Greg.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Durf from On and Off the Field with Durf and Dylan on the RTF Sports Network. And if you're looking for the best NFL podcast that gives you the on-the-field news as well as off-the-field issues, then make sure to catch On and Off the Field on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're looking for more information about the show, head on over to onandoffthefield.com.
I wonder what I'll do now that I don't have to share the stage with my co-host from Twist, the Week in Sports Talk. Whatever I want. Tune in to Mike on the Mic for a fresh take on sports and life on the RTF Sports Network.
All right, now, coming through your motherfucking speakers. This right here is for all the bad-ass MILFs who got some shit to say. This ain't no PG-13. These mothers coming uncensored.
Yeah, I like to shine, bitch. Never been a fake bitch. Never been a hating bitch. All about my Benjamins. He hate when I pretend. How am I in love again? Then I look and give him green misleading.
Hey, welcome to MILFs Uncensored. This is your girl, C-Walk.
Weedy!
Oh, your girl Uwe.
Ashby. And Daisy Red.
Hey.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey. Well, I know y'all seen the little girl on Facebook trying to blow up her man's car and got burnt the fuck up. So today's topic is gonna be about the craziest things we ever did in a relationship.
Nothing of that sort. I ain't never done no shit like that. It ain't that serious.
Hell no. Did she go too far?
Yeah.
She went too damn far.
What she thought she was gonna do how old girl did it on Waiting to Exhale.
Hell yeah.
And it didn't turn out that way.
At all.
Girl,
that motherfucker, it blew her way to the other car.
And it knocked her down to the car. I ain't never did that.
Did y'all see the pictures afterwards? Like the after pictures?
Girl, she didn't have no eyelashes or nothing.
No, I didn't see the after picture. I seen that. Y'all know that Chucky Bride? I seen the meme. Yeah, no, they already have.
I seen that too.
But they have the after picture. The car is like burnt. It's so raggedy.
Like, I wonder what he did.
Man, no matter what he did. Shit, that's all they ever do. Hoeing, cheating, had a baby on her, probably gave her STD, something.
Listen, if I can't just two-piece you up real quick, and I gotta go burn your car down and your clothes and your shoes, it's time to walk away.
Okay, so is that the craziest thing you did? You two-pieced him up?
Yeah, hell yeah, I thought so. He didn't fight back. Thank God, because I would have been a deadbeat. Is he crazy?
I mean,
what
he did.
Did you follow you? Huh? Did he fight taller than you? Did you connect with him? Girl, I was on the couch. Girl, and one time I was in the back seat, and he opened up the door and was trying to get me. Girl, my feet was going 90 to nothing. He couldn't even catch my leg.
Oh my God. I ain't never did that shit.
Ileana, what's the craziest thing you done did?
I mean, just pulled up. That's about it. Like pulling up, arguing with him outside. That's about the craziest thing. But I ain't never did like nothing else.
No, you had a tracker on the car, I heard.
I remember they said that. Remember,
Remember somebody told me that I slashed his tires, but they also said I asked him, and somebody said that I slashed her tires too. Supposedly, I slashed one of theirs or both of theirs.
You did.
You
I saw you.
No, you were not. I asked him one day. I was like, "Did you lie?" I asked him. I was like, "Did you tell people?" He's like, "That I did this to your car." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, which one is it? Did I slash your tires? Did I slash her tires? Which one is it?" He ain't never tell me.
Well, tell us which one you did.
I didn't do neither.
I don't.
You know, Illy ain't a savage.
All right. Keep trying to be a savage. Your toe gonna get blown out.
Yeah, Ashley, we had a couple incidents together.
Don't put me in that shit.
You remember that day when we was hiding in them garages and we swooped up on their ass?
A garage?
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
What?
Girl, it was like we was all the cheaters.
Yeah, we was like a square. Like we was both messing with best friends and they was messing with best friends. And so we heard they was with some other best friends on a little date. So me and Ashley parked down the street and I parked across the street in somebody's garage. And we saw them pulling up with the hose. Girl, we like swamped their ass and like blocked them in.
Yeah. Did they get away?
No, they locked the doors. They sat in the car.
Oh, that's funny. Where should he go?
And one of the girls didn't have no fingers.
Wait a minute.
Fingers. Can you see me?
Where did they find these hoes at?
She didn't have no finger.
No, I don't know her name, but her hand is fucked up. If y'all
she have no fingers?
If y'all seen her, you know who she was. She got the hand like off a scary movie where he was like, "Take my strong hand."
Yeah, I'm going to hell.
Y'all.
Is she from Denison or Sherman?
Sherman.
Is she
a white girl?
She white.
She white?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh,
I don't know her
I
name,
ain't even
but
gonna
I know
say.
what she looks like. Y'all probably know who she is.
I don't know nobody like that.
Why is my video stopped?
I know I can't see you, Shanny.
I know. It says okay. Now I can see you.
Okay,
Daisy craziest thing that I've ever done. Shanny, you was there whenever me and Shanny was roommates. I mean Daisy Red. Whenever I burnt Boss's clothes that he left at the house.
Well, why you burn his clothes?
Oh my God.
Damn.
You did the
Did you burn all of them?
Huh?
You did waiting to sell shit?
I burnt. And then he had some brand new shoes. I burnt them too.
Why would you sell them? Make some money.
I'm not. Why don't you take them back?
Are you right? Now I think about that and be like, yeah.
Now you know, huh? You know for next time, for future reference.
But
what is that noise?
Who making the margarita in the bag?
I'm doing
that.
Well, you need to hold on.
You sure did that little sander.
Can y'all hear? I know y'all probably can't see me, but can you hear me?
I can
we
see
can
you.
hear you.
We see you now. Or I see you.
What's the craziest thing you ever did, Daisy?
Really ain't done no cuckoo for Lulu shit. You know?
No, nothing.
I mean, other than fighting.
Oh, other than fighting.
I don't like messing with people's stuff. Like, for real. Because, I work too hard for mine. I can't fuck up nobody else's shit. But I'll fuck your ass up. I'll fuck your world up. I'll fuck your friend or something. Trust me, I'm going to get back at you.
Okay. I'll fuck your friend.
What you do to me. If you fuck with me, that's it. Ain't no telling what a bitch might do.
Oh, yeah, y'all
I'm the
fuck their
sad.
friends?
Huh?
Any of y'all fuck their friends in as payback?
Shit. Did they fuck mine?
Anybody
what?
It wasn't me.
No, not none of y'all, but I'm just saying. They have so shit yet.
Ashley, did you?
What happened?
I said you fucked any of their friends as payback.
I wouldn't say that it was his friend. I mean, they was friends, but they was cousins too.
Who? You fucking whore.
Who are you talking about?
No, okay. Move. Mom.
She's lying. Don't believe that hoe.
Who, me?
Oh, you talking about yourself.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about me.
Oh, no. Okay, so, BD number 2, we was at the club one night, and this hoe kept on trying to holler at him, and his cousin asked me was I through, and I was like, yeah, I'm through with him. Needless to say, we fucked, and he got some good ass dick too, or he had good ass dick, but I would not fuck him again. Like,
who is his cousin?
Stop it. She can't tell you over here on the podcast.
We got nicknames for people.
Yeah, just you know it, and I ain't gonna tell it.
I know him. Oh, he my cousin too?
No.
Oh, he put it on the other side.
Give us a hint.
Girl,
drop a hint.
No, I ain't telling y'all.
Give us a hint, damn it.
Anywho, so
that's nasty, Candace. That's white people shit. Well, you is never mind. We're gonna touch on that later.
BD number 2 had went to jail, and then I ended up messing with him for a couple weeks or something. His cousin, I was messing with his cousin for a couple weeks. So you should have cheated on me.
Is this who I think it is?
Is it? Yeah, it's who I think it is too.
If you see him today, it was definitely was not what it was back then.
Is this?
I know who you talking about. Shut up, Ileana. That's it. I already knew that.
He was.
I'm still confused.
Back in the day.
Oh, well, you just stay confused.
Yeah, I know who she's talking about.
He was cute back in the day.
That was the closest thing I ever did.
Ileana, have you?
Mm-mm.
Me either. I ain't never talked to them. I mean, friends. That's weird to
Ashley
me.
did. What? She fucked my boyfriend.
Girl,
what? What's that movie? Fake fuck my husband.
Yeah, you say
Ashley let my boyfriend fuck titties.
Y'all wasn't together, but that is weird. Like
they wasn't.
No,
they weren't even together. He wouldn't leave the fuck alone, so I just let him.
Both of y'all bitches.
They showed you.
Too, Illy.
Yeah, y'all got the girl code on that one.
Who is y'all?
You and
both of y'all.
Illy.
No, I didn't, because I had him first.
You was like that, boss.
No, I'm talking about.
We can't be saying names.
Don't nobody know Bo Leg.
What's she saying?
Oh man, Daisy
first of all,
group.
He's pigeon-toed, bitch.
Pigeon-toed, knock knee, bow leg, they all something wrong with the
Excuse me, I didn't mean to talk about your baby daddy.
I don't have a baby daddy.
I think the craziest thing I did, right, was one day Weedy called me and she was like, man, this hoe in your car. I flew down 69 in like 2.2 minutes from Bell.
She did. I beat me there.
And I see them motherfuckers pulling out from my house. I made a U-turn in the street and I ran my motherfucking car with my other car. And we went on a wild goose chase. And I pushed their ass across Austin Avenue. I wanted to kill them. Thank God I didn't, because I would have been in prison.
Show the fuck would have. And thank y'all, and the bitch, they was flying. I tried to go chase them, right? So I can see what was popping. But my fat ass was pregnant with Zaza, so it was hot too. It was me and Samaya, and I was pregnant. And we had some Sundays from Sonic.
Oh,
I said, I couldn't find them. I drove around for a little bit. I said, shit, I'm gonna go home and eat. So I missed the whole her chasing them part. I couldn't keep up. It was too much.
Oh,
girl.
Girl, I hate that SUV, girl. I was going in them dips. Whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah. You had that gold one, right?
Yeah.
That's that gold one.
Yeah. I was gonna knock their asses off the map.
Oh, no.
What's the craziest thing a nigga done did to y'all? So I broke my phone one time. He went through my phone and my baby daddy. He went through my phone one time and I was texting my homegirl. But you know what I'm trying to say. Girl, he shattered my shit. My shit was no more good.
I had a TV break. I don't know. Huh?
You did what?
Shanny. Daisy Red.
She left already.
She's right there.
Oh, she came back?
Her signal. Somebody's
She ain't
signal
got
bad.
no service.
Well, she might need to go outside.
Why?
So he just broke your phone, Whitney? That's it?
Yeah, and he cussed me out. Girl, I was all kind of names. Samaya got me caught up. Because Samaya had my phone, and she was playing a game on my phone. Yeah. This was like 3.5 years ago.
But were you cheating?
I wasn't like, we was already having problems, and I was already dealing with the relationship, but I just hadn't moved out yet. And so I was already talking to somebody else. And so when he went through my phone, he saw all of us texting about me leaving him and me moving on in my life and moving to a different house. So yeah, he threw my phone up against the door.
Well, damn.
I know it broke my shit, shattered it.
I never had him break my phone, but I
had a lot of phones broke.
No, I never had phones broke. We had holes in the wall punch. We had 2-3 TVs broken. We had a big old glass table in the coffee table in the living room. I remember he threw an ashtray and chunked it, and the whole glass. It was a big ass coffee table. It just shattered in the whole living room, like big ass glass everywhere.
Oh, I would have been mad as hell.
I don't know how many holes in walls we had to fix and shit, replace in apartments, doors broken.
What's this?
Thank God we're in better places now.
Dent. Yeah, there was a dent. I remember he punched the heck out of the refrigerator and left dents in the refrigerator.
In the refrigerator?
Yeah. That's kind of like metal, ain't it?
Yeah, it was metal.
Steel or something?
It's too much.
I think the craziest thing that a dude has done to me, it wasn't even my nigga. It was my roommate's nigga.
Ooh, that was a good one right there.
What'd he do?
You know what he did. You know what he did, Daisy.
Yeah, sure. Wait a minute. Because I was going to say, the worst thing somebody ever did to me was flip my whole damn sleigh bed over, punch holes through the wall that was big enough for 2 people. Like, for real, you could sit and look through another room from the room that I stayed in. Shattered my whole dining room set, my living room set. Girl, fucked everything out because he thought I was out seeing somebody and I was at the hospital with my homegirl in the ER with her little baby.
Oh, yeah, you were telling. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, my God. So
you know what's funny?
I know who you're talking about. I'm sorry, bitch.
And and the one you're talking about, they're related.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that last name syndrome.
Yes, bitch.
He was fucking crazy.
You know why?
You coming home Monday?
You know why he did that to Ashley though?
Do he?
Why?
Because he had came over and I smelled that right here. Hey, wasn't that what it was?
That's what you were saying yesterday or Tuesday.
Yeah, you, Ashley, well, you as an Ashley, Kiari, Charla, y'all all was sitting up there fucking laughing. And that's what made his ass mad. Because I said, get the hell out of here, nasty ass. And this and that. He's gonna try to come over here and kiss me, smell like that. That's what made him mad. So we went out there and just put that whole damn, what was it, a stone or something?
No, bitch, it was them big ass pots of plants. It was the neighbor's fucking huge plant. That motherfucker threw it to we was on the second story. He threw that big ass pot
to the window.
And then he threw it on the car.
And then, look, you're gonna look like this because I run it. I said, what the hell?
I remember that too. Ashley had that blue Pontiac.
Yeah. That blue Pontiac has had its days. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It went through a lot. Everybody.
It sure did.
Because that blue Pontiac had us we got around.
Hell yeah.
That was my getaway car. Ashley, remember? Whenever I used to sneak out.
I used to get cussed out by Martha. Ashley, no good.
It'd actually be my getaway.
I hated being a friend with the only car. Shit. I always get
it used to be. All you saw was the blue.
I could have rode in mine, but then everybody was embarrassed of the van. Oh my God.
That looked like the serial, like a pedophile van.
It was
like a Scooby-Doo van.
We just need, I was about to say Scooby-Doo bitch.
Shit, that motherfucker got me schooling back.
Girl, you in the whole hood. Hell, that was a big ass
thing. Hell yeah.
That thing was
Girl,
huge.
one day Jeffrey said, let me drive it. Girl, I let him drive it. He was going so fast. And we turned that corner. Girl, that motherfucker was on 2 wheels.
We should have made that the party van.
Yeah,
it was like party.
And we would have been thinking like we thinking now. We could have turned that hoe into something.
We should have given
the ugliest carpet, remember?
Look, can we turn into an ice cream truck and change the ice cream truck song? I'm just saying.
Ooh, I did hear about that song, Shannon, what it really said, the original version. I heard that too.
Did you, Ashley, I know you heard about it. You haven't seen the ice.
The real
it's supposed to be like a nigger or something.
Niggas love watermelon or something like that. Yeah, it's
watermelon back in the day that they made, and that's the ring. That's the tone.
The same little tune.
Yeah, tone. Niggers love watermelon. Girl, do you know they play that? So this black man went up to this Mexican that was working inside an ice cream truck and said, "Do you have anything else that you can play other than that song?" He said, "No, this is all they gave me. This is all we have." And then that man turned around and said, "Isn't that something that's funny? They've been playing this song since back in the day, and this is the same tune because niggas love watermelon." Ain't that some shit? Bitch, we been eating off of niggas love watermelon?
I had never heard that.
Girl been fucking them up.
That's kind of right. I mean, we eat watermelon, but I don't like watermelon like that.
Oh, girl, I do. I got them in the refrigerator.
Me too, but everybody like watermelon.
Everybody do like watermelon because it is juicy.
I know some black
but that's what I was saying.
I do too.
Why couldn't they say niggers, Caucasians, or crackers? Everybody love watermelon. Why
can't they put everybody in it?
I know, right?
I guess that's how they gave us back in the day. It was like watermelon and slop and shit like that. So they thought that was funny. But that ain't cool. But I'm still getting ice cream. I'm just saying.
Me too. Every time I hear it.
Me too.
I said, let's get a hood ice cream truck.
We can play Mr. Ice Cream Man.
There you go.
Mr. Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
I say ice cream and daiquiri.
They're going to think you got something else other than ice cream, though.
Hell yeah. I'm selling them packs. I got them packs on deck.
No,
Girl got the bags for days. Like for real.
I would say, I don't think a nigga ever did anything. No, I got slapped once.
You got slapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that.
I never
when
got
you knocked them glasses off your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was mad about my Cornell.
Girl, she called me. She was so upset.
I tried to run him over with my car.
Ooh, no.
Who's that?
I had already stolen glasses and he broke them.
You stole them?
Well, he didn't have to break them.
Candace, you stole them?
Yeah, I stole them from the pool.
Baby, they was something was gonna happen to them.
That's your car.
That's your
I just hate it had to be like that in that form of fashion.
I do too.
Fuckers.
Thank God we in better places. We ain't gotta go through that no more.
Thank God for growth.
I know it. Thank God for growth.
I know. I got me some stepkids now.
Oh.
Do you? You go ahead and claim them.
I know.
Yeah, girl.
Candace is in love, y'all. I
is.
said it yesterday.
She is over the top.
No.
She's on the phone 24/7.
I seen that phone call talking about what did he say? What your post say about baby?
Oh yeah.
I think he said dog food that got her going.
She was up till
I'm going to take his daughter out to eat this weekend.
When?
You gonna
really? That's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm taking his daughter out to eat this weekend.
Y'all always doing the live. I've already been drinking some.
I told you we about to get married.
I went from Annie to stepmama real quick.
What?
You
did?
did?
Insinuating.
Who?
Who, me?
Me. I said I went from Annie to stepmama real quick.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, cuz.
I'm going to tell Sheena later.
Yes, please. I'm
Ain't
trying
that
to
crazy?
figure it out.
So y'all liking each other? Is it serious?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
who
dude.
you talking about? He talking to me because I ain't got nobody.
I just got it.
Yeah, that's going to be my boyfriend.
What? Girl,
I didn't say them.
Hold on. Cambria?
I can't hear it. What'd you say, Shanny?
Cambria? Now we're coming out?
We coming out?
Now, yes, you said you have someone?
No, I said not yet. He's going to be.
Oh, potential. He has potential.
Give me like 4 months.
Damn, 4 months.
You can't just jump to the relationship. It's in the middle of the year. I still got a little homework to do.
Oh no.
You marinating?
Huh?
She letting him marinate.
Yeah, it's like a new year, new thing. You know, you just can't jump into a relationship in the middle of the year.
We're more older, more mature. We don't just jump into that shit.
Yeah. Give me about the end of the year.
I'll be like,
I know, you be so content with your life, and you be like, I don't want you to come fuck it up.
Girl, when somebody say something about marriage, I'll be like, what?
I'm like,
well, I'm ready to get it fucked up. I'm just YOLO.
We know you ready.
I know we know you ready.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready.
I'm gonna let that marinate. You just
because I'm gonna have the biggest wedding ever. We're gonna have a good time.
I was gonna say I'm ready to be in a wedding. Shit.
Me too. I'm ready for y'all to be married.
It ain't gonna be none of mine.
And just so y'all know, it don't matter if I call y'all crying, acting a fool. Just ignore me because I'm never getting a divorce.
But that's good. But look, bitch, you better
run that back.
That's all I gotta say.
What did you say?
Run that back. Cut it out.
Huh?
I didn't hear
all yes, I said it better be a safe marriage because if it ain't, we taking your ass out.
Yes. Just wear yellow when you're ready for us to save you.
Yes. We need to say sunflower if you need to say.
Say sunflower when we coming.
I'm coming.
He a big nigga. He gonna whoop our asses.
Oh, look, I got my bank.
I'm gonna
can't
have
take
that
us off.
thing on me.
I'll find my taser.
Chase his ass. Matter of fact, we already talked about this about. We talked
As
about
long as you don't call us crying because he done put his hands on you, then we straight.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah. You talking about he big? Bitch, we will all jump on his big ass.
Right. I'm a back door.
Ain't that it?
Yeah, because y'all, you and Ashley taller than me, so y'all got the front.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you. He ain't gonna see what's coming, bitch.
Oh my gosh. Well, he gonna do right. I think he gonna do right. So we ain't
yes,
gonna
I pray. I pray that he do. Somebody got to do right. Now look, I know some good men out there.
We told Dan if he ready for us to come save him from Ashley to let us know.
I know we still need a safe word for him.
Yeah, we got Dan a safe word too.
His safe word can be Black Power.
I was tell him to say black and blue.
Remember, he said he was gonna wear white in the Zoom next time.
I know.
If he was ready for us to come save him.
Where's Dan at? Let me see what he wearing today.
He got on gray.
He ain't even on here.
He got on gray.
Girl,
he got on gray.
Hold on.
Yeah, right.
You got on your son's shirt, Ashley?
The Pac-Man shirt? I know, I like it.
I don't know whose shirt this is. I just found it. Hi, Ashley.
Ashley's the best.
Oh my gosh.
Ashley, I don't know whose shirt this is. I just found it.
I'm wearing this
Hell,
shit.
fuck it.
Oh, YOLO.
When y'all going to get y'all's nails done?
Girl, I just broke one.
I just got mine done, so another 2 weeks.
Shoot. Candace, you just got yours done too, huh?
No, I broke one of mine today. I don't like to go to Denison, though. I like to go to Sherman.
Mama just got her nails done. Yeah, I like to go to me, don't nobody know. Let's talk about how don't nobody know how to do nails on people.
What?
They all use that one girl, V or whatever.
Yeah, V-Tran. I want to go, but I want to go to her one time.
She always stay busy, and then one time I asked her, she had an attitude about it, so I was like, fuck it.
She always stay busy, so I just never go to her, but she does good work, I can tell.
You talking about wearing, and natural nails?
No. I don't know where she's at.
She's next to the hair stove.
The CJs?
Oh,
V-Trend.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah, I heard she was good. I seen some of her nail work.
Is she by herself in the shop by herself?
No, she's in the snail shop there.
And Us Nails or something like that. Is that what it's called? Us Nails?
U.S.
No.
U.S. Us, CJ, C&J, same thing. Tomato.
Why come in every nail salon is one good nail tech?
All the time. Everywhere you go.
Why can't we go in the nail salon and all the nail techs are good? Why is it only one?
Only one person in there can do your feet.
Yeah, only one person can do your nails good. And then it's like 10 other people you got to choose from. And ain't none of them good with that one damn person. Can we get one place where everybody good?
I went to
I don't know.
I went to Fun For You Nails Monday and got my nails done. She did a good job and she was friendly.
Who?
Where is that?
Fun For You Nails. It's on Morton Street next to that dry cleaning place.
By the donut shop. I've gone there one time ever.
Yeah. I used to go there a long time ago.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Her name was Christina. She was good. And we talked. You know, some nail techs just do your nails and won't say nothing to you, but we had a whole conversation.
Yeah.
That's why I like Yanni.
They don't know, but that's how you get them tips, that conversation.
Yeah. We talked. She asked about my kids. We was talking about Trump and the governor and the corona. She was nice. I'm going to go back to her.
She just talk, huh?
She was. I was her last one for the day.
Yeah, I think these people across the street are swingers.
Wow.
I was swing with them.
Well, look, I was just saying, bitch, I find out.
Like, oh man.
Oh my god.
So
I
this
can
is
tell.
a white woman and a white man, right? Well, lately, I've been seeing 2 black women stay over there.
What?
Yeah.
They
Like,
could
so
be
they
doing
got
drugs.
stuff going on, and I want to be nosy.
You sure
You
that
sound like
ain't
a nosy ass neighbor. Mind your business.
I know.
She and Karen.
Girl, we need
Is.
to find local.
You talking about the people that was having that little party the other day when we was out over at your house?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, they was in the backyard being loud too that night.
Uh-huh. And now the black girls might be over there all the time, like they live there.
Oh yeah, let's go over there next time I come
Maybe
over
they
there.
do. Maybe they roommates, or maybe they doing drugs.
Yeah, I can say I don't know about no. Well, I mean,
You really should be watching
obviously
them.
they're
How about
arguing
this?
now.
Should be watching them for real.
Business, why don't we bake them something and take it over there and introduce ourselves? After we see the black women go in there, we gotta see the black women.
Give
go
me it
in
before
there
you
first,
break
and
it.
We gonna go over there.
Yeah.
We gonna have
Be a nice
basket
neighbor.
of muffins or something, and we just gonna start talking.
A basket of muffins.
Shannon, you crazy.
We gonna
We
do
fuck around and
like
pull a roach and Day Day.
That's what we gonna do. Hello. Well, we're new. We see that y'all are new.
We're
Introduce
new.
ourselves. That's what we should do. We're trying to find out now.
And then just start talking.
Yeah.
Do people introduce themselves to the neighbors? Did y'all, whenever y'all moved in, did y'all go introduce yourselves to the neighbor?
No. When I moved in my house, I was over here cleaning one day, and Shonda just came over here. I was like, "Who at the door? Don't nobody know me here."
I don't think a lot of.
Did you actually in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, cause our neighbors, when we first moved in, the neighbors across the street, 2 of them, like